Good evening. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everyone. I am your host, David Cantrell. I am the agent and owner of the Cantrell Country Travelway. If you're looking to travel, then free to reach out to me. Uh, I'll give you contact information in a little while. Um, but I'll be glad to help you with any reservations you might need, or maybe you're just looking to do some add-ons to a trip for side trips, whatever it is. Let me help you make your magical vacations magical. Hello, Christian. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. All right, guys. Ooh, I forgot one thing to do. Did it again. Here we go. Now we're in the right logo. Much better. Now we got the right logo, like everything going up. Oh, no, I forgot something today. Anyways, guys, today we're going to talk about Amelia Island. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to switch my camera over this way. We're going to talk about Amelia Island today. One of my favorite places to go to. I've been there a couple of times, so we're going to look at some photos, a couple of videos. If you want, when you talk about traveling, sometimes when you're traveling, you just want to find that nice, relaxing, quiet, cozy thing, Oh, there we go. Now we even got the right brand. Good. Everything. So, and to me, let me ask you guys this. For those that might be just coming in, might be watching, what is the biggest thing when it comes to traveling that you want most of? Actually, most people want quiet and relaxation. Outside of doing the normal tourist things, sometimes you might just want to relax by the pool, or maybe just to relax in a stroll through, go to a park. Maybe you're near a park that walk through a nature trail. Or maybe you just want to be sitting relaxing on a beach. Well, Amelia Island is very much that type of a place. You've got beaches, you got shops. If you're like shopping, you got places to shop. It really is. It really is a good place to go visit. It's quiet, secluded. It is one of the last areas that are really north of Jacksonville, but still yet close to Fernandina Beach. It's just a nice, small, quiet village. Yeah, I know, Christian, but I'm not talking about Disney today. I'm strictly talking travel. This is my travel. Yep. Well, I don't know what date it's closing. I just know that it is closing. Yes, I heard that today. Um, but today is about my travel agency, and we're promoting travel. But yes, I did hear that. But they're also going to replace that with something, Christian. They're going to be replacing it with Disney. They're going to be replacing it with a Disney animation. So they're actually going to probably bring something similar to what they had before it closed originally at Hollywood Studios. Was that area was all part of an animation studio. So that's kind of unique. But anyways, all right. So getting back to Amelia Island, welcome into those coming in. Thank you for being here, guys. Um, Amelia Island is, it's an extremely beautiful, rich. I mean, again, it's near downtown. It's near Fernandina Beach. It's got its own beaches. It's got several places. I mean, we're gonna look at some places to stay at, things like that. So let me share screen. Share screen. Yeah, we are going to window. We are going to share that. We are going to share the Amelia Island thing. All right. So what we're looking at here is welcome to Amelia Island, guys. Um, Again, Amelia Island is a very beautiful, rich, very classy seaside, small town, quiet getaway place that you really, if you really want to relax, Amelia Island is the place to do it. Um, and we're going to look at some things, different things through here. In fact, let's start with some pictures. Here we have Amelia Island itself. It's very beautiful. You can see this is the beach part of Amelia Island. It stretches for a long ways, but it again just an absolute gorgeous. Um, Here you have Amelia by the sea. You got a nice little boardwalk for you guys that want to just sit out on the boardwalk and overlook the Atlantic Ocean. Just absolutely gorgeous. Florida House Inn. It is a nice place. It is a place to stay. Obviously, look at the pool. This is different. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous, guys. And some of what you are seeing is some of the other pictures that went ahead. Here you have the Carlton Ritz, another area on the beach that's nice to stay. Um, Very beautiful. Here you got Courtyard by Marriott on Amelia Island. Beautiful pool. You can see I mean, look at the beautiful palm trees. I mean, the decor on this is just absolutely stunning. Elizabeth Point Lodge, and another place that's very beautiful to stay at. Um, Again, you're talking. I'm not going to lie to you. It's depending on what you're. You can find places to stay on Amelia Island, um, but they do definitely have their luxury places that will run a little bit, but that's okay. Sometimes you got to spend a little bit to find that magical vacation, and but in return you're getting some beautiful areas to stay in, beautiful areas to see, along the beaches, the natural habitats around it, absolutely gorgeous. Here you have the Hoyt House, um, another kind of like a B&B, bread and breakfast type of house. Very gorgeous, quaint, down to earth. If you like that whole, almost kind of, it's got that home quaint hometown feeling that, you know, it has so many rooms that they rent out. Um, Obviously, it's very, very well kept up, beautiful, um, just absolutely gorgeous. Here you're going to look at another, this again, this is from the Marriott Inn, but you're looking towards Amelia Island. Obviously, you got the beach that go, boardwalk going towards the beach. I mean, you got the, look at this, you got the lovely pool to relax, but then you got to look at that beautiful ocean, guys, on the Atlantic Ocean. Um, I've, like I said, I've been to Amelia Island a couple of times, and I can't be amazed at how beautiful and gorgeous it really is. Like I said, it's not a big place. I mean, it does got its small town, it's got its shopping area, it's got its restaurants, it's, you know, obviously it's got its resorts on the beaches. Um, but again, in Mealy Island, if you're looking for somewhere small and kind of lucrative to like place to have fun, yet a magical hometown, relaxing kind of private getaway, Amelia Island is one of those areas that you definitely fully and comprehended that you would definitely want to go see. Again, you got more of Amelia. Here's another Amelia, different area view. But again, look at the beach. Absolutely gorgeous. I can't stress enough how beautiful this island is. Um, you know, so but again, welcome into those. If you're coming in, guys, and you're new to my channel, my name is David Cantrell. I am the agent and owner of the Cantrell Country Travelway. I am a travel agent. I do domestic. I specialize in a lot of domestic traveling, but I also do international cruises, international travel. You know, so if you're, I do river cruises. So if you're looking to do like a Caribbean cruise or an Alaskan cruise or an Antarctica cruise, or you know, maybe you want to do a Pacific cruise and go to the Galapagos Islands, I do all those. Plus, I do trips to Europe and all that. But I do specialize in domestic, and I spend a lot of time showing domestic things. Um, Now, I will be having a special guest fairly soon, and we're going to be talking about one of the national parks. As soon as I can, ooh, as soon as I can arrange a date to do it, we'll do that. Okay. Again, here's the thing: you're near downtown Fernandina Beach. Um, Again, this is near the top of Florida. Again, Amelia Island is just a small area, so a lot of your shops are going to near be. Again, you got Fernandina Beach, which is a decent sized town um, where you can go shopping, eating. Um, you know, if you want to enjoy a hometown, if you want to really enjoy and explore a hometown feeling, Fernandina Beach is another area that's fairly close to Amelia Island. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here you got the walkway to the main beach. You see the thing. This is coming from somewhere over on Amelia Island going to the main beach. And of course, you got the boardwalk that walks over the dunes. Um, I mean, obviously, because of it being on an island um, off the coast of Florida, and that it's gonna have its dunes so that can protect from high waves and over that. I mean, obviously, it's a different story if it's a hurricane, but obviously those dunes are meant to try to sustain some of the waves that may come shore that are higher than the normal beach level from storms. Here you got Fort Clinch. Yes, we do have another fort. Um, Holy crap! I didn't even know that. Well, you guys just learned. I just learned something that I didn't even know about. Um, Somewhere new to visit that I got to go visiting. Mm. But the, obviously, it's a beautiful fort. It's on the island. Obviously, it must have protected um, the northern part of Jacksonville. And of course, you got Jacksonville Airport. You can fly into if you're coming from different parts of the country. Um, and obviously, it does accept international flights. And just depending on where you're coming from, most of the time you'll end up usually have a layover at another bigger airport and then taking a smaller flight to Jacksonville. But it is a nice little thing. Cars on the Atlantic. Well, guys, this is obviously this is the road going to Amelia Island, coming from the main thing. You will see many water causeways throughout the state of Florida, especially along the, the coast of Florida. You got Cocoa Beach, you got, obviously you got Daytona, Ormond Beach. So you will see many of these causeways. And then of course they're going to have main highways that go from the island to the mainland, as you can see. There is a Residence Inn by Marriott on Amelia Island. Again, it's a good biblical hotel to stay at. Again, depending on what your budgets are or what you're looking to spend or what you're looking to find, we will find the best deal for you, whether it's at the Residence Marion or one of those other places we've looked at earlier. Obviously, they got the Seaside Amelia Inn. Again, it's beautiful. Again, you can tell it's more of a sea. It definitely got that seaside winter. You do got another home again. That's like a bread and breakfast, guys. But if you really want the quality of, if you really want the feeling of home without being home, sometimes the bed B&Bs are the best way to go. You're like I said, you're going to pay a little bit, but sometimes you get that extra. Sometimes you get that extra home feeling treated from the B&B than you actually do from resorts and all that, to be the honest truth. Here you have the Al Lewis Museum. So there's something you can do. It is a museum that's up there on Amelia Island. Not sure. I'm not going to lie. I'm not quite sure who Al Lewis is, but I'm sure he was probably some local that had a big impact on Fernandina Beach and Amelia Island, or had maybe an impact on the state of Florida, maybe. Omni Amelia Island Resort, that would be this one to the right. Again, you got a good stretch of beach. You got the mainland back there. This, again, guys, You can go through Amelia Island and go up and end up into Georgia. Um, really is beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. You got sea cottages for anybody that might want to rent a sea cottage. Um, beautiful. I can guarantee you, spaces like Amelia Island, if you want to rent cottages, cottage type things where you don't want to be around a lot of people, but yet you still want the luxury of home. Um, sea cottages are another way to go to be able to feel that comfort of home without actually being home. Jason Thibodeau, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome to Amelia Island. We are looking over Amelia Island, which is uh, an island north of Jacksonville. It's probably one of the last stops in going out of Florida into Georgia. It is near Fernandina Beach. It's just a small resort beach community that absolutely breathtaking, stunning. If you're looking for a relaxing, but not wanting the full, you still want to be near the city life, yet you want that sea or maybe country feeling of a relaxation on a vacation. Amelia Island is a way to do it. There's the Amelia Schoolhouse Inn. Okay, now that one I'm not quite sure what it is. Like I said, I know of Amelia Island. I've only been there twice, but I've only been through it on my way up to Georgia. Um, but obviously, I can tell you from what I have seen of it driving through there, it is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous small beach community. Welcome into those coming in, guys. You just checked it on Google. Yeah, it's near Fernandina Beach, which is last couple of Fernandina Beach and Amelia Island are a couple of last places just before you along the I-95 corridor going into. It's that little chunk of Florida that goes kind of a square top near going into Georgia in that area. If I'm right at Google Map, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, I think. And of course, you got Hampton Inn and Suites. Most of us are aware of those. Those you can find over there. You do have the Amelia. Let's see, this is the Amelia Island Williams Homes. Um, Again, if you want the comfort of home without actually being home, um, you got places or rooms to rent or homes you can rent up within the Amelia Island. Again, your distance from the beach won't be too far. Um, again, but you're going to get that quiety beach. You're going to get that quiet beach community, where might be busy during the day, but definitely quiet at night to relax in. Um, then you've got the Edison Island Bed. It's an island bed and breakfast. There you go. This is a true bread and breakfast. Those other ones are probably homes you. The other ones could be homes you could rent, or maybe they're just more B and B's. Obviously, again, look at that. That you can tell it's a beachside community just because of the decor and the thing. And again, you're going to pay a little price, But again, you're going to get that quiet relaxation, and you're going to get that attention, that home style attention than you more there than you would be staying at a Marriott or a Hilton, or even at a resort. You're going to get more of a home attention at a B&B than you would at a major resort. How you doing, Jason? I hope everything is okay. Hope, where's Gloria? I hope she's doing good tonight. Again, welcome in, guys. We are looking at Amelia Island for those coming in. Again, and then of course you got different variations of activity dues. You got bike riding, horse riding. If you like horses, I love horses, but I don't know if I would try to run. I'm a little scared of them, considering that I almost got thrown off on a barbed wire fence when I was young, and I was in 6th grade. So get a little bit. But if you're looking for a place to host a wedding, Amelia Island, resort wedding at the Omni. Again, the Ritz Carlton, it also hosts weddings that you can do over there on Amelia Island. And look at the back. Look, palm trees, beach, Atlantic Ocean. If I was getting married, that would be a good thing. We may end up continuing into Amelia Island next week. Guys, I don't think I'm going to cover all Amelia Island in one night. I am in the middle of doing training on it. Yep, that should be just about the last exit off I-95 going north. It is in the very right-hand corner of the state of Florida. Hello, Gloria. Good to see you. I was just asking about you, hoping you were doing good tonight. Welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully we'll get some more people to join us tonight later. Obviously, I'm not going to go through there. Of course, you got that home community feeling, guys. This is about what it looks like. If you love the hometown feeling, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get that beach town home feeling, where I'm going to tell you, you're going to get 90% of the people are going to be friendly to you. Everybody will say hi to you. They may not talk to you like they're your best friends, but you'll get people smiling at you, nodding your head, maybe saying hi to you. But it is it's a quaint beach town in the northeast corner of Florida, near Fernandina. You've been listening. Well, I'm glad you came in to say hi, at least. It's always nice to see you and Jason, because I know you guys are such big supporters, and I appreciate the support. And I've only eaten part of dinner tonight. I still have some other things to do before I'm through tonight. But yes, so and of course and here's the thing. I didn't even know they had a fort over there. Holy mackerel. Now, I've been here 26 years. 26 years in this state of Florida, and I never knew they had another fort up near this area. So now I have another place that I will be taking the the Cantrell Country Travelway, and we will be making a trip weekend over to Amelia Island to go see Fort Clinch um, before I move back to Michigan, whenever that'll be. It is. It really is a gorgeous. I've only. Here's the thing about it. I only knew about it when I had to, when I first started with the school district I worked for, we went to Fernandina Beach. We picked up some surplus from Fernandina Beach, and somebody mentioned Amelia Island. So I mean, I didn't go that day, but I I do know me and my parents drove through Amelia Island one time, never stopped. We drove through it, and I drove through it. Drove through it again just to take out my way up there when I was doing. I did go through that way when I went up to Kings Bay, Georgia, where I did a 2 week. Where I did a 2 week. There's Mama D. See, I should have Mama D on here. She would enjoy these pictures. She's probably eating dinner though. And I really wasn't expecting anybody. But yes, so this is another fort that is in that area that yes, I'm hoping I'll get a shot at going to visit um at Fort Amelia. Okay, well that's the first part of the pictures. We're gonna probably continue this, guys. I want to go ahead and before we do this, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a video, and this is called the island thing. All right, guys. Wow. I can't say enough about Amelia Island. It really absolutely. And how are you, Mama D? I hope you are doing good. Welcome in. It's always good to see Mama D. Thank you for being here. Did you guys get to hear that? Could you guys hear that at all? All right. Okay. Memorable experiences and attractions. Guys, again, I'm telling you, there's so much to discover. Um, In fact, I'm going to do this real quick. We will be back in 1 minute.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise #1. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travelway. It's Cantrell Country's Travelway, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the ports to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travelway, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
All right. There's no sound to the video. Damn. What is going on that the video sound is not going through? I don't know. Was my video playing? Okay, the video didn't have no sound. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back. Let's try that again. Now you got my curiosity up. Still no sound? I'm not sure about. Don't know why about that one, guys. But hopefully you guys get the. Hopefully you guys get the picture from video. I can't. I don't know why. I don't understand why the video. It may be too soft. It may be because of the way I'm playing it. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyways, all right, going back to, you hear my voice, and I know you should have heard. I think you would have heard my video. You should have heard my video because it was playing. I turned up. I know my video played. It might be because of the fact that I might have to download it and so. Anyways, okay, Fernandina Beach Ocean Rescue. This is for Mama D because she puts 3 steps into the water and she'll be sunk. I'm not. I think that's out of my control. I don't think there was anything I could do about it because it's the share screen. So, yeah, you should have saw and heard my video. Well, hopefully you at least heard my video because I know that one plays pretty decent. All right. So then again, guys, again, you're talking about Fernandina Beach, which is just. I heard the music out. See, he's 2 against 1. He is wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will have to go back and listen to it later. Hold on. Oh well, I'll look at it later. It's got to be so. It's got to be somewhere. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh boy, what else is new? If I don't have fun, then it's not. Welcome into those that are coming in, guys. Welcome to Amelia Island as we're talking about a very, very small rustic island, beach community island. It is near Fernandina Beach, which is all north of Jacksonville. A very quiet, quaint community, both of them. That was the main beach. Here you have a canopy road under trees, under live oaks. Um, just absolutely gorgeous. And this road is at Fort Clinch up there. I was gonna I was gonna email I was gonna IG you later this evening, Molly. I know you've got a show to do. Um, but I was gonna IG you later as to when I need a date from you when you're available, but welcome in and we're glad you made it home safely, Molly. Even though the Guardians cheated the Orioles yesterday. I mean, just kidding, just kidding. Hats off to your Guardians yesterday. They just played out. They played tremendous yesterday against the Orioles. But yeah, I'll send you an email later, Jen. Just respond to it when you can. But look at this, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is what you don't get to see in other states. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every state has something that's vibrant and live to each state, but there's something about Florida that brings the natural habitat across everything for some reason. I don't know why, but it just does. And for all you people that love golf, I want you to know this. This is Mama D trying to play golf. She's trying to hit the golf out of there. Either that or she's trying to undig her moonshine that she had there on the 18th hole, buried in the sand pit. I'm not. I haven't figured that one out yet. But no, if you love golf, guys, look at this. It's very beautiful. The golf thing is actually in and around the marsh area. John might even like this, and we know John Sirpum. He look. I'm just, I love you, Mama D. I'm just teasing you. But, but yes. again, that so you got golf around there. Here, if you love shopping and that you love quaint stores and you love the hometown feeling, this is what you get in the center of Fernandina Beach. You get this. This is the center of town of Fernandina Beach. Look at that, guys. If you love your home small town feeling, this is where you need to go for your home small town feelings. For most of us, a lot of us have probably been raised and born in or near big cities most of our lives. But I do love small town feelings like that. And the thing about it is you do get a few small town feelings like this. And there's something about it that's different than most states. Most states you just drive through the small town and you forget about them. But something about Fernandina you don't, and a couple other small towns in Florida, you actually stop. I mean, there's a town called Madison that's got this type of hometown feeling. It actually is very beautiful. I mean, it's Madison. Madison is not a big town. It's not a touristic thing, and you wouldn't stop it. And the only time you really would stop it is if you took Highway 90 that goes across from Jacksonville across the state of Florida and dead ends in Pensacola, across the north central part of Florida from Jacksonville to Pensacola. And that's traveling back by back roads. Maganapi restaurant. This is interesting, guys. Some of these I've never seen before. This is a restaurant that, if you love that quaint, small, rustic, outdoor feeling diner type, that actually is unique. I'll have to get more information on it. I'll look up, and when we do part 2 next week on Amelia Island, we will look at it. Here's that fort I keep telling you guys. It's just a small fort, but again, think about where Amelia Island is. This would have been the North Fort, just as Castillo de San Marcos was on the south side of Duval and down towards that. This would have been, I don't know if there was an English fort that was built there. I might have been a French fort. I really don't. I know very little of it because I didn't know there was a fort there until now. So, but obviously, I will be doing some research to have some answers for you guys next week for sure. But look how beautiful it is. I mean, it's not a big fort. But I just love to walk around it. And you got your barracks and you got the buildings to look at. Absolutely gorgeous. And of course, if you like your arts, you do got your artists, local artists and all that do paintings and that. I mean, that is absolute. As much as I hate to say it, as much as you guys are talking about artists and have the Disney paintings, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I would take a dozen of these paintings, and I don't know. I don't know if I would say totally put them up against Disney, but yeah, I probably would, because they're just that good, and they're usually done by local artists that's really talented. Dickens in the center. So apparently around Christmas times, they do something with Charles Dickens. Yep, Fort Clinch. Like I said, I don't know enough about it. I didn't even know there was a fort up near there. Apparently, I need to do some research and go visit Fort Clinch. And of course, you do got your spas at the. This is a spa at the Omni Resort Spa Resort Spa at the Omni Resort, um, which is one of the resorts that are on Amelia Island. Again, if you love your relaxation, if you need your unwinding, you do got your natural, and guarantee you some of these places use the natural herbs and the natural wonders from around the area compared to some of what most spas try in that. So it's probably a little different. I don't know. I've never tried a spa. I want to try a spa one of these days, but just haven't had the luck of the try of the draw. Here we got the Amelia Island Welcome Center. Obviously, most of us know what welcome centers are. If you've ever traveled up and down the highways, you know what welcome centers are from each state. It usually fits the thing. Again, this one looks like it fits that beach type of community town thing. Um, which is exactly what Amelia Island is. But you don't get views like that. Sunsets off of the beach, over the ocean. Look at that beautiful view, guys. The only time you ever get a view like that is if you're on a cruise ship. You do now. You can get cruises like that, except it's over. You would. What's nice about that is that if you're on a cruise ship, you see it in the distance over the ocean, and it's like an endless void. It just keeps going on. It's like the endless void that keeps going on and on and on and on and just doesn't stop. And of course, you do got your Omni bike shop. So, for those that love to ride bikes and do natural bike trails and things like that, just to relax, especially if you love the hometown feelings, you do got places that you can rent and use bikes. All right, guys. Well, it's getting to be close to 7 o'clock. Um, I hadn't finished. I hadn't even. I really hadn't had a chance to have dinner yet. I need to do some other things. I actually need to do some work on Amelia Island. I've got some training I have to do there, or I guess there was some training I started. I need to finish. So I guess it's some more training I have to do to just to keep and promote local district traveling. But again, my name is David Cantrell. I am a travel agent, guys. This is the link. That is the link to my travel profile, travel leaders profile page. Um, so if you put that in, it will take you to it. You might need kind of think of it. I think. Hold on. There you go. Little better. And then here's my email, guys. If you're looking to travel, look, like I said, I specialize in a lot of domestic travel, everything from, going to the Grand Canyon to the national parks. In a couple of weeks, I'll probably have Brian. We all know Brian. It used to be West Coast Disney Adventures, Brian. Um, he will be on the Vacation Oasis probably in a couple of weeks if I can confirm it. And we're going to talk about him and his dad took a trip to the Yosemite National Valley Park. So we are going to, I'll bring him on and interview him and let him talk about his trip to the Yosemite National Valley Park. That's the thing about it is, and Debbie, you would have to agree with me. There are a lot of nice small communities that most people do not even get to see. They don't understand that are just as beautiful as like Orlando or Fort Lauderdale or Miami, that are small hometowns, and they're just as beautiful, that are set along both coasts, along the Gulf and along, like I said, there's plenty of Gulf coasts ones, and I may start looking in to see if some of them have things that, I wouldn't mind talking about Tarpon Springs. Tarpon Springs is a very beautiful place that if you've ever done sponge fishing, it really is interesting. And it was raised on shrimp, shrimp boats, things like that, fishing for tarpon sponges and things like that. Really just a small, really nice community, not that big. But there are plenty of communities along both the Atlantic and the Gulf side of the Florida that's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to do this one more time, guys, and then we'll come back and wrap up.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island south to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through. Pack your bags and set your sights. We're cruising seas and booking flights from the port to the waves where dreams come alive. Dave Cantrell is here to guide your ride. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we've got your cruising covered through and through.
All right. So again, guys, if you're looking to travel, you can reach out to me through VIA of the email or the Travel Leaders profile. Or if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through the Dave's Disney Dreams. One way I will get the message. Because if you email me, the travel leader will actually give me a lead that somebody's emailed me through there. So Yes, I'm glad you enjoy places like that, and I'm trying to get back to doing small places like that. So Debbie, if you know any small places down there around Fort Lauderdale um, that we need to look at, I actually may look at Key West one of these days. But yeah, I may do Key West. We got plenty more to look at Amelia Island. So I think we'll do that again next week for part 2. So hopefully you guys that were enjoying this, you guys will come enjoy this. Hopefully you guys will come back next week and enjoy this. I do encourage you guys at 8 o'clock p.m. Molly will be doing an interview with Debbie Weiss. So yeah, if you know us, yeah, you're here as a ninja. Well, that's okay. I'm getting ready to wrap up myself because I haven't had dinner and I got some other things to do. So you're coming in and so and I definitely am trying to keep this show down to an hour. Again, guys, we got the cruise show on Thursday. Richard, if you want to join me on Thursday, you're more than welcome. Again, the cruise show will be at 6 o'clock. Again, we're going to try to do it an hour. The only time it goes over an hour is usually when I'm dealing with Tinkerbell. Hopefully you guys got a chance to catch out Richard and Mike. I was busy trying to get ready for the show and all that, but make sure you guys catch my partner channel, Richard Blumencheese, on not only his regular channel, but make sure you check him and Mike out on Parks and Eats. They do a great job on food reviews. They have fun. They're corny. They're silly. Even when I'm like Statler and Waldo, come in there and pretty much try to heckle them. But they do a good job. I can't say enough about the two good guys. They really are good guys. So again, with that, guys, we're just trying to get some leads out there on everything as I do things, but with that, I'm going to say from let the Cantrell Country Travelway help you find your magical vacation. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Oh, Richard.